Hey guys, how are we doing today? It's Wally with Internet.com, and in today's video what we're going to be talking about is GoDaddy's domain name protection itself. Should you buy it, or is it something that you could just leave out? If you're creating a website today with GoDaddy, you're going to purchase your domain name and obviously select your web hosting package, and at checkout you come up against this very question. And so many people want to know, is it really worth getting the protection or not? I purchased well over 30 domain names over time, and this is something that I have the decision every time that I check out, obviously. And so what I wanted to do is just to give you my take on not only what is domain name privacy, but the benefits and disadvantages of not having it itself. Okay, if you guys are new here to this channel, hit the subscribe button right below along with the bell, and that way any future videos, guys, that I upload, you'll be sure to receive them. So domain name privacy, in short, is just a simple way to privatize your personal information online. Think about it as if you were like registered in your local white pages, right? So everybody in your town, your city, where you live at, comes up in the white pages itself. You can look up a person's name, their phone number, even where they live, right? And so anybody can have access to that information if they want it. But most phone companies offer a service where you pay annually for it, and when you pay that low fee itself, it will exclude you from the white pages. That way no one has access to your information itself. And so it's obviously an option that's totally up to you, like if you want it or not. But again, it does have its benefits. And so domain name privacy, guys, works just the same. Basically versus like the white pages in this case, on the whois directory, which is like the white pages but for websites. A person can go on this particular site, look up the owner of the site, get their name, their phone number, their email, as well as gain access to other private information that they should not have. The deal with this is that hackers or people that are trying to steal your information itself can create or cause changes with your domain name itself. Obviously something that you don't want. You don't want somebody gaining ownership of your domain name, right? You don't want that. Nobody wants that. And so some of the benefits of having domain name privacy, a lot of providers offer it, but they charge for it. The main benefit is that one is going to save you from receiving tons of unsolicited phone calls from people that are trying to sell you things. Immediately when you purchase your domain name itself, you're going to start to receive tons of calls from people trying to sell you things that you don't need nor want. Another benefit of having it is that you won't receive like tons of emails, again, solicitations through email from people that are trying to offer you like SEO services, or somebody's trying to like build a website for you. But typically in these emails, at least what I've seen over several years of purchasing domain names, is that the people that reach out to you don't have a phone number in the email, and sometimes the English that they're using, it's broken. In other words, they're not like from the United States, or they're not from here, and they don't speak the language very well. So they typically don't have any contact information there. You have to respond like through email or some means that you really don't want to, or it's not really convenient. And it could be just a simple phishing attempt just to gain access again to your information itself. It's a scam in most cases. And so again, having domain name privacy, guys, just saves you a huge headache, and it saves you a lot of time. I would say more time than anything, because again, with a website like learninnet.com, receive tons of comments, get tons of traffic from all around the world. You just don't want to waste time just answering emails that are mostly like spam, or people that again are trying to gain access to your information itself. And so again, domain name privacy saves you that time and that headache of having to deal with that. So now the question comes up, is it really worth purchasing? So in the case of GoDaddy, at checkout, if you're there right now, you'll see that it's like $12.99, or they may like drop it down to like $11.99 with it discounted a little bit. In my experience, it is worth having it, but I just don't believe it's worth getting it from GoDaddy. The reason is because again, most providers do charge for this service itself, but I've actually found some web hosting providers online that give it to you for free. One of which is Namecheap. I will leave a link right below. I purchased now all of my domain names through Namecheap. I used to get them at GoDaddy, but I stopped and just transferred over to Namecheap. I do that because, one, the domain names overall are a lot cheaper. They usually run about $6 or less, more or less, for .coms. At GoDaddy, sometimes they can, they run these deals where it's like, I don't know, 1 cent or 15 cents or something like that, but you have to purchase like 3 years up front. So essentially, purchasing 3 years up front, you may be paying something like, I don't know, $40 or $50 up front for the domain name itself. And so I don't really like that you're forced to purchase like several years up front. With domains, I feel like you should be able to buy the domain name for cheap right now and just renew it as you want to. That's just my personal opinion with that. But again, with Namecheap, they give you a domain name privacy or whoisguard for free with any domain name that you purchase, right? It's just automatically added up there, so you get that free, and you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to worry about renewing it each and every year. So I really love that about Namecheap. They do have really nice web hosting services as well, not only for shared web hosting, but they have VPS, dedicated hosting. They have a really nice WordPress platform right now called EasyWP. And I think overall, not only with the domain names, but also the web hosting, it's a lot cheaper, more affordable than GoDaddy. So that's one option that you can go for. Again, I will leave a link right below for you guys. That way you guys can get started with Namecheap, okay? And so if you still, for some reason, want to use GoDaddy's web hosting itself, you can get your domain name first at Namecheap with the links below, and then point that domain name to GoDaddy's name service. Or if you want to just do it the simple way, just go ahead and buy your domain name and your web hosting at Namecheap. That way you can have everything under one roof. And again, you're going to save a lot of money both on the front and back end, guys. So these are some things that I wanted to talk about with respects to GoDaddy's domain name protection itself. Yes, it is offered at checkout if you do opt to get it. Right now, okay, great. You're just spending, again, $11-12 if you will. But if you want to get it for free, I recommend getting it at Namecheap. If you have passed the checkout screen itself and you're already logged in, it's something that you can always tack on a little bit later on. If you're under the domains tab, my domains tab, you'll see a list of all of your domains that you have with GoDaddy, and you can simply just click on the domain name itself that you want to add it, and you'll just be prompted to pay for it, right? And so you can either get it at checkout, or you can add it later on if you already bypassed it. But in my case, guys, I just recommend not getting it at GoDaddy. I think that Namecheap has better customer support, better pricing, not only on their domain names but on their web hosting. So again, that's my review, guys, with respects to GoDaddy's domain name protection itself. Let me know what you guys think about this video review. I hope you found a lot of value from it, and that hopefully I answered all the questions that you guys have with respects to domain privacy. If not, you can drop a comment right below, and I'll be sure to upload a video about that, okay? Or at least answer the question right below. Take care. Make it a great day.